Namaste. Mic check. Cool. Yoga Sutra first. Today's the last Sutra, 55. Book 2 finishes today, which means I'll gain more power. Until I heal, all I could do is gain power. Here we go. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Here we go. Tatah parama pasyatenandriyanam iti Shri Patanjali Virachita Yoga Sutreshu Dvitiyah Sathanapadah Shabudang Adishva Vyasana Shabudang Adishva Vyasana Minandriya Jayam iti Kachit Sakatil Vyasanam Vyasyatenam Shreyasam iti Abhiruddhang Pratipatatil Nyayam Shabudang Adi Samprayogah Subachayatiani Ragadvesho Pave Sukhaduhakashuniyam Shabudang Adi Jinyana Minandriya Jaya iti Kachit Chitataika Griyada Pratipatati Repati Chitataika Griyada Pratipatati Repati Jaigi Shavyaha. I want to say that. Chitataika Griyada Pratipatati Repati Chitataika Griyada Pratipatati Repati Chitataika Griyada Pratipatati Repati Chitataika Griyada Pratipatati Repati Jaigi Shavyaha Tatashacham Parama Tivyam Pashyatang Yachachitanirotem Niru Niruddhani Nandriya Niruddhani Nandriya Nui Nataranandriya Jaya Bhatt Prayat Nakuratamupayanantarama Pekushanante Tarama Nataranandriya Jaya Bhatt Prayat Nakuratamupayanantarama Pekushanante Nataranandriya Jaya Bhatt Prayat Nakuratamupayanantarama Pekushanante Yogina iti. Namaste. As a result of this, there is complete mastery of the organs. There are some who think that the mastery of the organs is a lack of desire for the various things, sounds, and so forth. Longing is attachment in the sense that it puts him a long way from a good. Unforbidden experience is legitimate. Others, that there may be conjunction with the sounds and so forth as one desires. Others think that there is a subjugation of the senses when there is no passion or aversion, after the thinking of the various things is without pleasure or pain. Jaigi Shavya thinks that it is refusal to perceive them as a result of the mind stuff's singleness of intent. And as a result of this, when the mind stuff is restricted, the organs are restricted. There is not, as in the case of the subjugation of the other organs, any further need of means performed with effort. But this mastery, which is this singleness of intent is complete. But this mastery, which is the singleness of intent, is complete. Okay. Iti Shri Patanjale Samkhya Parapachane Yoga Shastre Shri Madhvya Sapha Shuye Dvitiyah Satanapadah of Patanjali's, the second book, entitled Specification of the Means of Attainment, with comments by Vyasa. Okay. Veda next, thank you. Done with book 2. Let me bow down to book 2. Namaste. Do it properly. Namaste. Okay, now Veda. Okay, Veda, Book 4, Hymn 13. Namaste, here we go. Pratyagani Purusha. Pratyagani Purusha Samagara Makhya Dvipati Nam Sumana Ratnateyam Yatamashivina Sukruto Durona Mutasuriyo Jyotisha Devan Eti Ultivam Panum Savitan Devo Ashired Drapasam Davitva de Gavisho na Satvan Anu Vonatam Paruno Yananti Mitro Yatusuriam Divya Roha Yananti Yam Sima Kuranam Banantamase Pipuruche Turubakushweman Anabasiananto Altam Tam Suryam Haritah Sabata Yahavi Sepasham Vishvasyan Jagato Pahananti. Mahisha Twe Pilviha Bahisha Twe Pilvi Haraniasi Havisha Twe Pilvi Haraniasi Tanantumava Via Yananasitam Deva Pasama Davitvato Rashamaya Suryasya Jaimebava Tusutamo Apusavanantaha Anayato Anibadataha Katayam Nyangang Wutadanova Padyate Nam Gayang Yati Sivatayang Go Tadaishan Dibahe Sikamam Pahe Samuratahe Pati Nakama. Namaste. I wanted to check a spell. I think this one. Ashra the top is 23. 13. Ashra Buddham. Ashra Vidradam. Ashra Vidrapusam. Ashra Vidrapusam. Ashra Vidrapusam. Okay. Ashra Vidrapusam. Moving on. Namaste. Okay. Agni hath looked, benevolently minded, on the wealth-giving spring of radiant mornings. Come, Ashvins, to the dwelling of the pious. Surya, the god, is rising with his splendor. Savitar god, hath spread on high his luster, waving his flag like a spoil-seeking hero. Their established way go Varuna and Mitra, what time they make the sun ascend the heaven. Him whom they made to drive away the darkness, lords of sure mansions constant to their object. Him who beholds the universe, the sun god, 7 strong and youthful coursers carry onward. Spreading thy web with mightiest deeds thou comest, rending apart, thou god, the black-hued mantle. The rays of Surya, tremulously shining, sink, like a hide, the darkness in the waters. How is it that, unbound and not supported, he falleth not, although directed downward? By what self-power moves he? Who hath seen it? He guards the vault of heaven, a close-up pillar. Okay, Upanishad next, thank you. Chanandogya Upanishad, Book 6, Canada 8. Okay, 7 shlokas. Oh wow, that one's really long. Okay, it's a really long chapter or calendar. Namaste. Ududalako harunuiha shivataketum putra muvacha sivapananantam me somya vijanihiti yatraitat purushaha sivapiti nama satang somya tadang samampanano bhavati sivapati sivamapito bhavati tasmade nam sivapitiyan Svapiti Diya Chakushate Svam Yapito Pavati Sa Yatan Shakuniha Sutrana Prabhadato Disham Patitavan Yatra Yatana Malabudha Tavan Patitavan Yatra Yatana Malabudha Vanantana Mevo Pashrayatam Eva Kalu Somya Tanamano Disham Patitavan Yatra Yatana Malabudha Prana Mevo Pashrayate Prana Banantanam Hi Somya Mana Iti Ashana Pipase Me Somyam Bijani Hiti Yatraitat Purushoshishati Nama Pa Eva Tadashitam Nayanante Tadiata Guna Yoshibana Yah Purushanaya Ityevam Tadapa Ajagushate Shana Yati Tatri Tachu Tatri Chunga Mutapatitam Somya Bijanihi Nedama Mulam Pabishyoti Tasya Kava Mulam Syadanyatranana Devameva Kalu Somyanana Shungungena Po Mulamam Bitch Mulamanam Bitch Chad Piha Mulamanam Bitch Chad Piha Somya Shungungena Tejo Mulamanam Bitch Chan Tejasan Somya Shungungena Sanamulam Bitch Chan Sanamula Somyema Saivan Prajan Sadayatana Satapratishutwa Athan Tatrai Tatapurusha Pipasati Nama Teja Eva Tatapitam Nayate Tadiatan Guna Yoshivana Yah Purushanaya Ityevam Tatatejan Jashurta Udanieti Tatrai Tadevam Chunga Mutapatitam Somyam Bijanihi Dedamamulam Pavishyoti Tatrai Tadevam okay. Dasya Kava Mulam Syadanyatra de Padapid Piad They spell it like, what the heck is that? You know, I'm gonna forget that thing because I don't think that's supposed to be there. Syadanyatra de Piha Syadanyatra de Piha Somya Shungungena Tejo Mulamanam Vichachan Tejasan Somya Shungungena Sanamulamanam Vichachan Sanamula Somyema Saivan Prajan Sadayatana Satapratishutwa Yatan Tu Kalu Somyema Satisro Devata Purusham Prapya Tiri Burudekaikan Pavati Tadukutam Purasata Deva Pavati Asya Somya Purushasya Prayato Vangamanasi Samampadiate Manah Pranue Pranasutejasi Tejah Parasyam Devatayam Sa Ya Esho Nuimaita Dat Miyamidam Shaivam Tatasatyam Sa Atman Tatatavamasi Shiveta Keto Iti Puya Eva Man Pagavan Vijinya Payat Viti Pagavan Vijinya Payat Viti Tatan Somyati Hovancham Namaste Iti Ashurtamaha Kanundwaha. It was really long. Wow, the longest Upanishad in a while. Then Ududan Laka Arunui said to Shvetaka to his son, understand from me, my dear, the condition of sleep. When a person here sleeps, as it is called, then, my dear, he has reached being. He has gone to his own. Therefore, they say of him, he sleeps, for he has gone to his own. Interesting. As a bird fastened with a string, after flying in this direction and in that without finding an abode elsewhere, rests down just upon its fastening, even so, my dear, the mind, after flying in this direction and in that without finding an abode elsewhere, rests down just upon breath. For the mind, my dear, has breath as its fastening. Understand from me, my dear, hunger and thirst. When a person here is hungry, as it is called, just water is leading off that which has been eaten. So, as they speak of a leader of cows, a leader of horses, a leader of men, so they speak of water as a leader of food. On this point, my dear, understand that this is a sprout which has sprung up. It will not be without a root. What else could its root be than food? Even so, my dear, with food for a sprout, look for water as the root. With water, my dear, as a sprout, look for heat as the root. With heat, my dear, as a sprout, look for being as the root. All creatures here, my dear, have being as their root, have being as their home, have being as their support. Now, when a person here is thirsty, as it is called, just heat is leading off that which has been drunk. So, as they speak of a leader of cows, a leader of horses, a leader of men, so one speaks of heat as a leader of water. On this point, my dear, understand that this is a sprout which has sprung up. It will not be without a root. Where else could its root be than in water? With water, my dear, as a sprout, look for heat as the root. With root, my dear, as a sprout, look for being as the root. All creatures here, my dear, have being as their root, have being as their abode, have being as their support. But how, verily, my dear, each of these three divinities, upon reaching man, becomes threefold, has previously been said. When a person here is deceasing, my dear, his voice goes into his mind into his breath into heat, the heat into the highest divinity, that which is the finest essence. This whole world has that as its soul, that is reality, that is Atman, soul. That art thou Shivataketu. Do you, sir, cause me to understand even more? So be it, my dear, said he. Wow, this is a really knowledgeable chapter. So according to this chapter, our root, everybody is root, every living creature, every plant, everything, every living creature has its root in water. The ocean or water. Water is our root. When we go to sleep, we're going back to water. Wow. And everybody goes. There's not one being on the earth that does not go to sleep. Everybody goes back to water or the earth. When you go, so according to this, I'm just learning it myself. I thought I was just alone, all alone in the universe. And according to this chapter, everybody has a root, and that root is water on this planet. And even says when you're hungry, drink some water. Drink some water. What is it? Water is the leader of hunger. So like you drink water, you may not even be hungry afterwards. That could be a problem. I knew that before, but now it's confirmed by Vedic knowledge. Yeah, when you're hungry and you know that you don't have to eat, just drink some water and see how you feel, because the hunger may go away after a sip of water. Sip of water. coffee. And I'm trying to not use sugar too much. My body doesn't like sugar that much. It's like occasional thing. So I don't have rules. So I will not forbid anything, but put it sort of like, not far away, but there's a distance from me and that's object. That's a good thing. Okay, wow, that was an intense chapter. You are not alone. We all have, we cannot be a living creature without having a root. Everybody has the same root, and that root is on the earth, and it is called water. And when you go to sleep, you're going back to the earth, which is water. Crazy stuff. Wow. That explains sleep. We're going back to Mother Earth. Okay. Sorry, I need to digest. I'll digest this stuff after I'm done live streaming. I'm just like trying to digest it while I'm live streaming. Okay. Ramayana next. That was a crazy chapter. You cannot be alive if you don't have a root. Really? Wow, so I am not alone. Oh, wow. That's crazy. We're just sprouted. We're just a sprouting plant from the earth that moves around, but we need to go back to the earth every night. Crazy stuff. Okay. It's crazy because I didn't know this before. Ramayana. Sorry, still trying to digest what I just read because it was so profound. It says, understand, my dear, this body, this is a sprout which has sprung up from the earth like a plant. That's what it says. It makes sense. And how is it how is this even, how do you even explain this? We all go to sleep every day, every night. Every creature goes to sleep. We're going back to the root. When you go to sleep, you're going back to the root. The root is water or the earth, whatever you call it. Every living creature has a root. Without a root, you cannot be alive. You cannot be a living creature without having a root. Even I thought I was all alone in the universe, and I found out today that I have a root. How do you know? I go to sleep every night. Effing A, man. If I didn't go to sleep every night, then I could surely say I'm all alone in the universe, but I go to sleep every night, so I am not all alone. I have a root. I belong to the earth. That's a revelation. I belong to water. I have a root. It's called water. It's on the earth. Okay. Still digesting what I just read. Okay. Ramayana. On top of my incomprehension, I'm gonna add more knowledge called Ramayana and see what happens. Maybe it'll blow up. I didn't understand this. Now I don't understand this either. Kaboom. Okay. So yesterday I read 106 shlokas on Mahabharata. It took me about 55 minutes. I'm afraid because you never know how many shlokas you'll get in a chapter with like Mahabharata or Ramayana. Sometimes they go 200 shlokas out of nowhere. And 200 shlokas will take me 2.5 hours, 3 hours. A 3-hour Sanskrit session on top of, Yoga Sutra, Veda, and Upanishad. Okay. Ramayana. Balakananda, chapter 46, sorry, I can't count. 46. Did I do 46? I might have done 46, huh? Oh no, I didn't. Okay, 46. 41 shlokas. Uh, 46, 42. Oh, I'm off by like 3 chapters. Sorry. Oh, that's because I forgot to update the page number. This thing you see right now, it resets itself every time I open it. This one doesn't. The English translation, but this one does. I have to find it every time. Okay, here we go. So really short chapter. If it's too short, I might do another chapter. If the next chapter's, yeah, 22. They're both like 20 shlokas, 23 shlokas and 22 shlokas. I might do 2 chapters. So my format changed from like a week ago. I only do 1 major literature per session. I don't want to do more than 1. Before I used to do say like Ramayana, and then I'll do Kalki Purana, and then 3 hours will pass by sometimes. So no, I'm just doing 1 literature at a time. Today is Ramayana. Here you go. Shrattatvarim chaha saigaha. Namaste. Ateshu teshu putreshu titiha paramaduhakitang Maricham Kashyapam Nama Paltaramidama Bravit Hata Putrasami Bhagavam Sitavan Putrai Mahabalaiha Shakra Hanantara Michuchami Putram Dil Katapuljitam Saham Tapashachari Shuyami Kalpam Me Tatu Mahasi Ishvaram Shakra Hanantaram Teva Manujinya Tu Mahasi Teva Manujinya Tu Mahasi Tasya Setad Pachanam Shrutevan Mari Chah Kashya Pasatadang Prantiuvan Cha Mahatejang Titim Paramatuhakitam Evam Pavatu Padram Te Shutil Pava Tapotane Jana Yishuasi Putram Tevam Shakra Hanantara Mahave Pulnue Paishasahasre Tu Shuchiriadi Pavishyasi Putram Trailokia Hanantaram Matatasatavam Jana Yishyasi Evamukutuvang Mahatejah Panuina Samamamaja Tam Tamalapya Tatah Sevasati Ityukutuvang Tapase Yayao Gate Tasamina Darashira Shutwa Titiha Paramahashuitang Kushaplavam Samazadiya Tapasatepe Sudarunam Tapasatasyam Hi Kulvatiyam Paricharyam Chakaraha Sasra Kusho Narashira Shutwa Parayam Guna Samampadam Agnim kushan ka shirtama palam mulam tataivan jam Veda yat sasra kusho yachijan yadapi kam kushuitam Gantara samba hana ishijaivan Shirama panaya nais Shirama panaya nais Shirama panaya nais tatan Shakrah salveshu kanleshu titim parichachara ha Polnoe Vaishasasre San Dashone Rakunanandanam Titiha Parama Samhara Shutva Sasra Kushamatha Bravit Tapashe Charanantiyan Vaishwa Nui Tasha Viryabatam Param Abhashishutwani Padram te Prataram Drakushuyase Tatah Yamaham Devatakurate Putra Tamathasye Jayotu Sukam Tirailokia Vijayam Putra Saha Pokushyasi Vijavaram Yang Chitena Surasre Shutwa Pitrang Tava Mahatmana Paro Vaishasahasranante Mama Tatatah Sutam Prati Ityukatavang Jang Titisatatra Prapate Mathyam Dineshivarim Nidraya Pahrutang Devi Padam Gurutavata Shishotah Drashatavang Tamashuchim Shakrah Padayoh Gurutamul Tajam Shirah Sthane Gurutam Padam Jahasa Cha Mumudam Jam Tasyah Sharira Vivaram Pravivesha Puram Darah Kalpam Cha Sabuddhatha Rama Chichcheda Paramatmavan Pidyamanasatato Galpo Vajrena Shatapavano Rudodam Susuvaram Rama Tato Ditiram Buddhyatam Ma Rudashijati Galpam Shakropyapha Shatam Vipedam Cha Mahatejam Rudanantamapi Vasavah Na Hanantavyam Ityava Titira Bravit Vishipapata Tatah Shakro Matulvachana Gauravat Pranjali Vajra Saito Titim Shakropyapha Shatam Ashuchil Devi Supatapasi Padayoh Gurutamul Tajam Tadanantaramaham Labhatuvam Shakra Hanantaramahave Apinandam Sabutatan Devi Tanametevam Kushanantumarhasi. That's it. Namaste. I might do another chapter. Etiyan Shri Madhuramayana Parami Kiye Adikabye Palakanandwe Shatachatavarim Shah Salgah Canto 46. Sore afflicted on her aforesaid sons having been killed, Diti addressed her husband named Kashyapa, son of Marichi, as follows. I have been deprived of my sons, O venerable sage, by your very mighty sons. I long for a son secured through prolonged ascesis that may be able to kill Inandra. As such, I shall practice austerities. Be pleased to favor me with a powerful son capable of killing Inandra. You ought to grant me leave. Hearing her aforesaid submission, the exceptionally glorious Kashyapa, son of Marichi, replied to Diti, sore afflicted as she was. Let it be so. May all be well with you. Observe purity, O lady rich in ascesis. You will give birth to a son who should be able to kill Inandra in an encounter. At the end of full 1,000 years, provided of course you maintain purity, you will bring forth through me a son capable of killing Inandra. Saying so, the highly glorious sage stroked her with his hand, and then touching her person and pronouncing his benediction, set out to resume his austerities. Duly reaching Kushapalava, when Kashyapa had departed or jewel among men, Diti, full of great joy, began to practice most severe austerities. While she practiced austerities, Inandra, or jewel among men, rendered personal service to her through his exuberant wealth of virtues. So the tradition goes. Inandra brought fire, blades of kusha grass, firewood, water, fruits, as well as roots and whatever else was desired. Inandra, it is said, served Diti at all times by massaging her limbs and relieving her fatigue. Full 1,000 years, but 10, having elapsed O Rama, the celebrated Diti, who felt immensely delighted, forthwith spoke to Inandra. 10 years have to be spent by me in practicing austerities, O jewel among the powerful. May prosperity attend on you. You will after that behold a brother. I shall place on friendly terms with you, my son, whom I sought for your sake, my son, and who is expected to be eager to conquer you. Free from all anxiety, you will enjoy with him, my son, the conquest of the 3 worlds. A boon to the effect that I should have a son at the end of 1,000 years was granted in my favor, O jewel among gods, by your high-souled father, when implored. Saying so, as the sun had reached the meridian, the glorious Diti was overtaken by sleep, and forthwith laid down. Saying so, as the sun had reached the meridian, the glorious Diti was overtaken by sleep, and forthwith lay down, placing her feet where her head ought to have lain. Inandra laughed and rejoiced to see her in an impure posture, having allowed her hair to touch her feet, and to behold her feet placed where her head ought to have lain. Inandra entered the orifice of her genitals, O Rama, and carved the fetus into 7, fully alert as he was. The fetus thereupon cried in a shrill voice while being cut with his thunderbolt, a weapon with 100 edges, O Rama, and Diti then woke up. Inandra went on saying to the fetus, Do not cry, do not cry. Nay, the exceptionally glorious Vasava continued to carve the fetus again and again, even though it remained crying. Diti only said, The fetus should not be killed, it should not be killed. Out of deference to the remonstrance of his stepmother, Inandra emerged her womb. Appearing with his thunderbolt, Inandra spoke to Diti with joined palms. You lay asleep, O venerable lady, in an impure posture with your hair touching the feet. Seizing that vulnerable point, I carved into 7 the fetus that was designed to kill Inandra in an encounter. You ought to pardon this, O worshipful lady. Wow. I'm gonna read another chapter. Thus ends Canto 46 in the Balakan and of the glorious Ramayana Bharaviki. the work about Rashri and the oldest topic. Really interesting stuffs today. Okay, I'm gonna do one more chapter because that was really short, and the next chapter is only 22 shlokas, which would take me like 7 minutes. So I'll do it. Oh yeah, switch that to Sanskrit. So yeah, one more chapter, and then I'm done. Taking a break, thank you. And at least I got music. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Pavarama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Yudhishthira. My camera is lagging. Oh, 1 second. Okay, it's better. I'm gonna take a longer break. One more chapter and then I'm done. Yeah, it's only been 47 minutes. Yeah, if I do one more chapter, it'll be 1 hour and 15 minutes, which is perfect. Sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna let that take effect and then I'll start reading another chapter. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Yudhishthira. Okay, here we go. Sabuddha Chattavarim Shaha Saigaha. Namaste. Sabuddha Tanga Tu Gurute Galpe Ditiha Paramaduha Kitang Sahasra Kusham Durang Taisham Pakyam Sanunaya Bravit Sanunaya Bravit. Mama Paratad Galpoyam Sabuddha Tanga Shakali Kurataha Na Parato Hi Deshev Devesham Tavatra Palasudana Puriyam Devata Kuratam Vichachami Mama Kalpabam Pariyaye Kalpabi Pariyaye Marutam Sabutanam Sthana Pala Pavanantu Te Mata Kanantam Ime Sabutan Charanantu TV Putrakam Marutam Iti Pikyantam Divyarupam Mamatmajah Brahmalokam Charatuvekam Indralokam Tatha Parah Divyavayuriti Kyatasutruti Yopi Mahayashah Chatvarasutu Surashireshutva Disho Paitava Shasanat Samcharishyananti Padramte Kalena Hi Mamatmajah Devata Kurutanaiva Namanam Pai Marutam Iti Vishurutam Tasya Sutad Pachanam Shrutava Sasra Kushah Puramdarah Uvacham Pranjaliva Kyamiti Dam Palasudanah Saiva Metad Yatokutam Te Pavishyati Na Samshayah Vicharisyananti Padram Te Devaru Panasatavat Majah Evam Tao Nishitayam Kurutavam Mata Putram Tapovanem Jagamatu Sutri Divam Rama Kurutan Altaviti Nah Shurutama Esha Deshah Sa Ka Kutasata Mahanandra Thiushu Itah Puran Titim Yatra Tapah Siddham Evam Parichachara Sah Ekashava Kosutu Narabhyakra Putrah Paramathai Mikah Alamam Bushoya Mutapanano Bishala Iti Bishurutah Tenam Jasi Diha Sithane Bishalati Puri Guratan Bishalasya Suto Rama Hemachanandro Mahabalah Suchanandra Iti Vikyato Hemachanandra Danantarah Suchanandra Tanayo Rama Tumura Shiva Iti Vishrutah Tumura Shivatanaya Shichapi Surunjayah Samapadiyatam Surunjayasya Sutah Shriman Sadevah Pratapavan Kushan Shivah Sadevasya Putrah Paramathai Mikah Kushan Shivasya Mahatejah Somadatatah Pratapavan Somadatasya Putrasatu Kakutasatha Iti Vishrutah Tasya Putro Mahatejah Samapratyesha Puri Mimam Avasat Paramaprakyah Sumatil nama duljayah. Ekushvan kosutu prasadena salve vaishalikan dirapah. Dilkha yusho mahatmano viryavanantah sutaimikah. Ihadiyan rajani mekam sukham sivapusyamahe vayam. Shivah prapate narashireshutva janakam darashurtu marhasi. Darashurtu marhasi. Sumati sutu mahatejam pishivam mitra mupagatam. Shrutuvam naravara shireshutva pratya gachachanam mahayashah. Pujam cha paramam kurutavam sopatyayah sabanantavah. Pranjalih kushalam purashatvam pishivam mitra yatha. Pishivam mitra matha bravi. Pishivam mitra matha bravit. Aronsan Shuman. Pishivam mitra matha bravit. Taniom taniosmia guhur hi tosmi. Taniosmia guru taniosmia no guru hi tosmi yasya me Bishayam mune Samampura puto taishanam chaiva nasati tanya taro mama. That's it. Wow, cool. Namaste. Ityung Shri Ramayana Paramiki Adikavya Palaganandua Sapata Chatavarim Shah Sargaha. I feel like I messed up in the beginning. Why? I probably did mess up because the letters were small. Galpavipariyaye. No, Maruta. Okay. Yeah, maybe 2 verses I might have screwed up, but I don't think so. Canto 47, sorry. Sora afflicted on her fetus having been split into 7. Diti, for her part, spoke as follows, in a conciliatory tone to Inindra, who was difficult to overpower. This fetus has been split into 7 through my fault, O ruler of gods. No blame in this behalf attaches to you, O destroyer of the demon Bala. I wish to see your attempt at destroying my fetus turned favorable. Let these 7 fill the place of the 7 wind gods, widely known as the wind gods. Widely known as the wind gods. Marut so called because they were addressed by you in the words Ma, Rudaha, do not cry, and assuming ethereal forms, let these 7 into 7 sons of mine move in the aerial region in the form of the 7 belts of air. O dear child, I hate reading non-Sanskrit texts. They just screwed up the entire shloka 4. Let one of these batches blow in Brahmaloka, another in the realm of Indra, and a third, known as the celestial air and enjoying great fame, blow in the aerial region. My other 4 sons, O jewel among gods, indeed will actually traverse the quarters from time to time according to your direction. May prosperity attend you. They will henceforth be widely known as the Maruts, according to the very name given by yourself. Hearing her aforesaid appeal, the thousand-eyed Inindra, And the slayer of Bala made the following reply with joined palms. All this will come to pass as suggested by you, there is no doubt about it. Your sons will move about in the form of gods. Having reached an agreement on these lines in the groove intended for austerities and accomplished a purpose, the mother and her son both ascended to heaven, O Rama. So have you heard. This is that tract, O sign of Kakutasutta, formerly inhabited by the great Inandra, where he rendered the service as aforesaid to Diti, who achieved the end of her austerities. Now Ikshvāku, O tiger among men, had a most pious son, born of Alamambushu, and widely known by the name of Vishala. By him was built on this site a city named Vishala. The mighty son of Vishala, O Rama, was Hemachanandra, while Hemachanandra's immediate successor was known far and wide by the name of Suchanandra. The son of Suchanandra, O Rama, was widely known by the name of Tumurashiva, and Shirananjaya, son of Tumurashiva, came next. The glorious and mighty Sahadeva was the son of Shiranjaya, and Kushashiva was the highly pious son of Sahadeva. Kushashiva was the highly pious son of Sahadeva. The exceptionally glorious and mighty Somadatta was the son of Kushashiva, and Somadatta's son was known far and wide by the name of Kakutasutta. His younger, highly glorious and most renowned son, Sumati by name, who is hard to conquer, was his seat in this city at present. By the grace of Ikshvāku, really speaking, all the rulers of Vishala are long-lived, high-souled, powerful, and most pious. We shall comfortably repose here for this one night. Tomorrow morning you ought to see Janaka, or jewel among men. Hearing of Vishvamitra having arrived, the exceptionally glorious and highly renowned King Sumati, a veritable jewel among the foremost of men, came ahead to receive him. Nay, offering the highest worship with the help of his family priest and kinsmen, and inquiring after his welfare, the king forthwith spoke to Vishvamitra with joined palms. I am blessed and beholden to you, O sage, in that you have visited my territory and come within my sight too. None is more blessed than myself. Thus ends Canto 47 in the Balakananda of the glorious Ramayana of Valmiki, the work of a Rashri and the oldest epic. Okay. Thank you. That's it. Let me see here. Yep, that's it. Next is, I'm gonna I think I'm gonna write, add another sentence to my invocations, and this one is Om Shri Parashuramaya Namaha. Om Shri Parashuramaya Namaha. Om Shri Parashuramaya Namaha. And that's the sage's name. What chapter did I do? Let me see. 47. I just finished 47. Yep. Okay. So Sanskrit writing is most likely next. I want to get these things out of the way before chanting. They don't take that long. This took 1 hour and 5 minutes. Writing takes like 20 minutes. And then I could chant the whole day. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day. Namaste.